Are you cursing on my stream? We don't cuss in this room. This is the non-cursing area.
Yeah. Wait, can you think how you look for tattoos?
I am currently bringing on the man of the hour. I don't need you. I need you. Hey, the stream is going. I don't know if you know. Stream's going. Yeah. Oh, stream's on. They're wanting to have a side conversation. It's pretty funny.
I didn't know what was going on.
You're going on.
Too busy.
Yeah, I know you're busy. That's okay though. We'll keep them in the loop at the same time that you're busy.
Word
Word.
to your mother.
Okay, that definitely ages you, my friend.
Oh yeah.
I'm expanding it. What's up? What's up?
And the glasses do too.
Pass that down. Cool. So, hello.
Hey.
It's been a minute. It's been a week. It's been a busy week.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy to say that the last couple things that we were working on, you did the bug list pretty much over the weekend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were little things. They were small. I was able to do it while I was.
I told him in Telegram. He doesn't have Telegram at his desk, so he doesn't get to see everything. I communicate with you guys. I did type out quite a bit.
Yeah.
I still have to go and read anything that I missed, but long story short, it was a lot of little issues, and he hammered those out over the weekend. Came in today. We've been just kind of double checking and verifying. Last minute kind of cleanup.
Mm-hmm.
Superficial.
A lot of it was UI glitches and weird little things.
Little loops.
Flow was important.
So
which way? I mean, how is it going to flow? Like, just little, and then wording, and then Tanya works. And Tanya weird little things that Tanya wants done her way.
I think everybody's particular in some way, but the long story short here, let's get right to the meat and potatoes. Is we're gonna be launching this bad boy. We are. Yeah, we'll get you
How
guys.
come we haven't got them shirts yet?
That's Theo, man.
Theo's fault.
We're blaming on Theo.
Theo.
They want some shirts, man. Do you guys all right? So you guys want like collars like this, or do you want
t-shirts?
just t-shirts?
Like a t-shirt like this.
What type of shirts? We can get some shirts out to folks. Yeah.
They want to know how come they don't have shirts yet.
Yeah.
The shirts.
Adam's
are
the
in.
shirt.
The shirts are in. They just haven't been embroidered yet. I think the holdup was the logo.
And the logo's gonna be like our
the new
logo
logo.
at the top left of the screen.
Yeah.
Right. So
So-
that
Not
has to be digitized.
not like their
and-
logo.
Yeah, it has to be digitized and done all that.
Is it gonna be all solid color like white or black respectively, or is it gonna have the orange?
That would be up to the design.
I don't think it's going to have the orange gradient, but it will be orange, I believe. Depends
What
on the
it-
color of the shirt too.
I mean, we can do all kinds of stuff, so it's like,
And they're not going to be printed. They're embroidered, so it's not going to be this little.
Some will be printed, some will be embroidered. Is what I understand.
Polo's not so. Oh, now you sound like Tanya. That's where we defer to our
Tanya.
Yeah,
the-
we need to have something for the ladies too. Polos don't look good on them, so I mean,
I don't think
on very few.
Like,
Ladies.
I don't think we're doing.
Look,
polos.
Shelby says polo's not so great for the ladies.
I don't
I
think we're
agree.
doing.
Anyone that's ever seen Tanya wear a polo would agree with that.
So I don't think.
V-neck? V-neck.
I don't
V-neck.
think what do you call it? There will be any polos at all done. I don't think at this time. It's just all t-shirts. If I understand.
That's like more like uniform work attire. That's what I think of polos. And I'm sure you guys.
Casual and golf shirts are great for polos. I mean,
Depends on you play golf.
But yeah, no. So you're looking at t-shirts basically.
we're basically looking at t-shirt. That is correct.
And is it just gonna be logo? Is it gonna have a slogan? Is it gonna have Is it gonna have the Anubit guy on it, or what?
There will be NFTs.
You guys can
t-shirts.
step over there. There's a wait over here.
There's T-shirts. There's going to be NFTs.
Tons.
There's going to be all different kind of stuff. So it's in the works. Printing is we're waiting on printing now. T-shirts are in. I know that for sure.
Okay. So
You
it's going to
ruined
print.
it. You ruined my green screen.
Okay, let me fix it.
It was so perfect. Why would you do that?
It's too bright. You guys have to.
God.
Yeah, so pretty much t-shirts with the logos coming first, and then the NFT
NFTs
t-shirts will
next.
come after.
Alrighty then.
But both T-shirts are all the T-shirts are.
So come
Okay,
on.
who said
All right.
the Cosgrove? I can't even see who typed that because it says
Recreation player.
Oh, golf. Is that what we're referring to?
Amanda.
I don't know who Miranda Cosgrove is.
That's
Is
the
she
girl from
golf?
iCarly and Drake and Josh.
Oh.
That's an attack on you.
Yeah. Okay, I'm leaving now, big bully.
Wait, what's our timeline for shirts then?
We can get that done as soon as a week.
Well,
A week?
we don't know yet.
Well, it depends on
We're
the t-shirt
under.
guy.
Yeah, it's up to the T-shirt guy,
Okay.
and so we're under his, and it's still at this point.
You're telling me the button's gonna beat the shirts? Y'all dropped the ball.
Yeah.
So the what do you call that? The it still hasn't been digitized as far as I understand. So that process still has to happen.
Okay,
Hats as well.
so
Hats,
Theo's gonna go get on top of that right now.
I'm already on top of it. I got to get off of it so you guys can have it.
All right, sounds good. So let's talk about the button. So our account setup complete. The wallet connectivity, account verification complete.
See.
The get a Anubit now button complete.
See.
What's left to do then for these guys? When can they?
We gotta do our beta testing with the public beta testing for sure.
Okay, so we're gonna do that on the new token though.
Yeah, let's do the token. Let's
So-
do the new token. That way everybody's all done.
All right. So now that we're done with the button, before we can release it, we're not gonna have people purchase. All right. Let's call the current coin Anubit 2.0. We're releasing 2.1 with a fixed proxy, with the proxy that will verify.
With verified proxy, so we can get on the exchange.
So we're on the same page. We're releasing the get a Anubit now button on 2.1 with the verified proxy. So now we gotta basically launch the proxy, make sure everything verifies, and then do our swap over. Connect Lola again, update Lola, and then connect the finished get a Anubit now button. So we're moving on to the next stage, basically.
Yeah.
There's going to be some things that aren't in the Get a Anubit. The Get a Anubit Now button is such an oversimplification because it has a full account. You log into your account. You create an account
Yes.
on ZPS.
Register in ZPS. ZPS handles all the moving the Anubits around.
So with that account, they're able to purchase Anubits. But there's some other things. They'll be able to see purchase history. They're going to be able to go click on the affiliate tab. The affiliate tab is only going to say coming soon because it's not fleshed out, but you can see that we're ready to basically include the next stuff. We're moving forward on our first release with this. It's called the MVP. In development, MVP stands for minimum
viable
product. So minimum viable product. It's basically going to be functional. It's actually pretty beautiful. I think the interface. I'm telling you this. It doesn't look minimum. It's dope. They really did it right.
Cut the duct tape off the bottom so you can't see. You can't see the duct tape from the bottom. You see it looks shiny.
It looks shiny and new on top.
You look inside. You look underneath. There will be
Some of
duct
it's
tape.
spaghetti coated a little, I'm sure. Or is it pretty clean?
No, it's pretty clean. It's up to standards.
And so the last thing that he's going to do right now that we've kind of like polished off and we're ready to go with this, you've got to, what do you call what do you do with the code so people can't rip it off?
Minify it.
Minify it.
Minify it. Yeah.
Minify it. So he's going to minify the code.
Obfuscating it is different. We just minify it. We're not going to obfuscate it.
Obfuscating is more severe.
Yeah, it's like makes it
Gibberish.
It makes it look like gibberish.
So minify, does it accomplish the same thing?
Yeah, almost the same thing. I just don't want people copying our code and sticking
They
it
can
on
still
their
decrypt
website.
it though, couldn't they?
Yeah, you could probably, you could decrypt it or just use it as it is and just rebuild it.
So they can
UI.
use it. They just
They won't have the back end API calls and stuff that we have, so they'll have to build all that from scratch. It's not worth it for hackers.
okay. Well, so we're gonna put in. Why aren't we obfuscating? Is it just much more time intensive, or
I don't think we
is it
need
unnecessary?
It's unnecessary. The code, anyone could, a good, team of, a couple of coders.
They aren't
could
gonna
probably-
have our functions.
It doesn't matter what they do; they can't control our coin. So
It's the relationship between the coin code, our APIs, as well as the systems we have, because you already put basically in the coin, as the developer, we sign up ZPS as an authorized user within the coin. And so they aren't going to have that relationship. We built it with this in Foresight, and it's around it. So I guess even if they steal our Get Anubit Now section or
That wouldn't
something,
matter.
they're going to be like, why doesn't it work with ours?
And if you go into our code and you look at our code when we publish it, you'll notice there's a couple of functions. One called POS, authorized POS. That function right there is the one that allows the outside allows ZPS to communicate with our coin.
And it's not authorize a piece of shit. It's authorize point of sale. In case you guys aren't people that are in the loop on what a POS is and the
Point of sale.
It's the register for the new millennium where it handles everything. So
Because in our coin there are three primary authorization levels on top, and we have the higher one. We have the POS authorization level. We have LOLA's authorization level, which allows LOLA functions, and we have the bounty.
Got the bounty too.
Yeah, the bounty authorization.
We did the bounty as if so if you've been paying attention to the news, with everything going in the world, we did it so that all of those things are basically outsourced. They're done by third parties. They aren't done by us. Even if maybe we had not, when I say we, if some of the members here like are collaborating or things like that, it's one thing. But Anubit itself will be just the lifeblood. And all it does is it gives over some secure access to different trusted entities to handle situations, whether it's calculating who the bounty winner is, or whether it's and how we pull the winnings, but it calculates and then issues the distribute command to the winner.
And ultimately ZPS is going to be the primary. You will interact through Anubit through ZPS. ZPS just uses the Anubits internally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ZPS is just like the dollar. It's just the currency.
No, the Anubit is the dollar.
Or I'm sorry, the Anubit is the dollar.
ZPS is the credit card company, the store that uses a dollar. That's the way it works, and that's the way it has to work.
Legally, it has to work that way.
Legally, that's it. Yeah, and any coin that's not doing it that way and is doing is
They're going to find
they're-
themselves in.
doing their own gain of function type of stuff. It's going to be heck for them when
Utility has to be spurred on by that. So
those coins will go away.
let me catch up to. All right, so Anubit thongs.
Oh yeah, the Rob's got one on right now.
Anubit thong? Is that gonna have the NFT on it?
Luckily, it comes in brown, so I can put them to the side and go all. So we're gonna have. Fred is out of control. Love you, Fred. Are we gonna have time to buy on the new coin before? Let me move this over. On the new contract before the GAN is launched. We will. Everything's a process, and so there will be a pause situation where we have the contracts pause, and it'll be the same ticker A and B, right? It's going to be a new contract, same ticker. Both will be paused while we do the airdrops, because we got to freeze and lock in the levels, and then we're going to transfer we're going to do probably same thing we did with the legacy coin. We're going to be doing a massive sell dump with we're going to mint probably like 10 mil, and we'll dump it and pull a bunch of liquidity. And just the same way that we took the liquidity and moved it over, we're going to take the exact same amount of BNB that's in the liquidity pool at the moment we hit pause, and make sure that that same amount to the I say to the penny, but to the decimal point is transferred into the new. So there's no loss in your point. So it'll be starting at the levels between the BNB and the A and B going into the liquidity pool will be exactly it is at the moment we hit pause. It'll be moving over. Then what we'll do is we'll hit unpause and pause. The old contract, everyone's gonna go, oh my God, what happened? And they're gonna have to go to the website and they'll see an updated token address, and we'll put a little snippet up. I'm sure Tanya's on that, on why we have to fucking do this again because stupid finance or whatever. But we're gonna put a little thing, hey, due to a bug we had to relaunch, so that we
It
can
might be the
verify
last time we do it. It won't happen again, since we'll be verified until we
things are hindsight, and
last time we have to
clarity is there.
No, the next time we'll have to do this is when we move to our own network.
On blockchain, which will come. So after we get that, then before really we can even hit an unpause state on the contracts, it's got to be locked up enough so they can do a moving Lola over is very easy, but at the same time, anytime you do anything like this, there's always opportunity to introduce, problems. So they'll do some quick resolution. Hopefully it's just boom, boom, change a couple things, turn her on, and Lola's working, because you guys have some experience with it right now. But that's the plan. As soon as that's done, we'll hit unpause. And then the market can buy or sell. They can do whatever they want, right? And we'll do it on both contracts at the same time. So 2 and 2.1 respectively, we'll hit unpause on. After the airdrops are done and the liquidity is added back in. Unpause will happen. Market can do it at once. And then we're going to take the GAN that's in the can, ready to go, and we're going to activate it. We have to basically push in ZPS be granted access to the 2.1. That's a push from the Anubit team. We basically delegate out access to ZPS, saying, okay, you can use our coin in this capacity and send commands into it. And Lola operates as a totally different system. Lola is Anubit Coin's AI that runs on top. The ZPS stuff that they're doing with the GAN, it's treated very, very much separate. So they're going to have full access. Well, limited access, really. They don't have access to a bunch of stuff. Is it the same ticker? I'm in wet for the button. There's no more drought warning and so was not ready for that. Thank you, Fred. Is ZPS able to use the same attorney privileges? Yes. Yeah. And no, I mean, when it comes to ZPS needing corporate representation, it's a different set of needs than Anubit Coin. Anubit POS companies are like a dime a dozen. So, and it's a very well established industry as far as POS. Now, what makes ZPS different, 0 Point Solutions, is that it's strictly going to be accepting coin, but there's other POSs that are accepting coin. Well, they're accepting fiat really, but it's supposed to be representative of a coin. So I think ZPS is going to have a much easier time regulation wise than Anubit Coin does. Any token or crypto or anything like that, we have to walk such a fucking line here. There was just another thing I saw. I was like, I guess in 2018 there was this token that they gave an SDK access, and they've been fighting for years. Whose fucking phone?
It's my stupid phone.
Can you kill his phone? Dude, you and Theo with your phones, man. So yeah, we have to walk a line. The ZPS is going to be easy, comparatively speaking. That's child's play compared to what we're used to. Will the new and old the
No.
new
We
new old
with the new old A and B
be tradable after unpause? Yeah. Yeah, the 2.0, we're gonna leave a pinch in there. There's
oh,
nothing.
which one? The current A and B?
Yeah.
Current old A and B? I thought we were gonna pause it and leave message on it.
No, let's just unpause it. That's just.
The new.
I don't think there's a. I don't think we need to leave it paused. We could leave it in pause state. I don't think we need to.
No.
Like we'll leave a little bit of liquidity in it and let it run.
I don't want to use it for.
I don't know. People can use it whatever the hell they
We'll
want.
just let it go. It's gonna be disconnected from Lola, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, Lola's not going to be doing any. The original, the legacy doesn't have a Lola on it either.
Yeah,
So
29.
there's no smarts behind it after it's dropped. So what does the same contract, different ticker mean? And also the price will open up the same as it closed. Yes, that's exactly right. What it means is
Same contract code.
same. It's got the same code.
Yeah, it's still gonna be called A and B.
It's still gonna be called A and
Just
B.
the contract
Contract
address
address will be different.
Yeah.
So, the reason why I've only done the small. The locksmith is out. I got it. If you want to,
Okay.
go handle that.
Uh,
So it's the contract code itself is going to be unique. So when you paste in the contract address, it'll bring up that version of A and B. On the surface, there'll be it's going to be happening this week. It's going to be happening like as soon as he gives a thumbs up, we're going to do the I'm trying to quit my job, dude. Work for us, man. I love it here. So that's gonna happen like imminently. That's in the can. Now we're discussing, okay, what's the best timeline to do the swap. We do have other developers, and even though they work what about 80% offsite. So we have to kind of like tell them, okay, everything's wrapped up here, the GAN's and the button. We want to do this major. It is a major thing, switching everything over, and anything can go wrong. It's always nice to have everyone on site in case anything hits the fan. They can, versus collaborating even remotely.
Yeah.
It's nice if everyone's under the same
We
roof.
have everybody here.
So kind of like that's the last thing we need to do to coordinate is make sure everyone can be on site. I think tomorrow. And tomorrow they'll do the full swap. We'll get everything dialed in, and we'll get it up and running. After the swap, the price of the old A and B, we're going to take. I'm going to do a major dump of. We're going to mint like probably 10 mil. We'll dump 10 mil onto the liquidity pool after we've done the pause. Before, what we do is we record how much BNB is in there, and then we dump that on the liquidity pool. What it does is it looks like a rug pull. We pull it basically is pulling out a ton of liquidity, so I can leave like $100 worth in there, right, or something.
Just that
trivial.
technique. That technique is one technique that any coin.
There's no way you can
Any
avoid it.
coin. I don't care how any coin can do it as long as they can.
With legacy, like
or if an owner wallet has.
as long as you have minting privileges,
Yeah.
you can and
Or someone holds someone in the company or within the coin holds a ton of coin.
they can dump it.
Yeah. So anytime you see someone says, "Oh, our contractor's been what do they call that? What's the name for it when they
When they renounce ownership.
yeah, renounce our contract's renounced ownership. So what? Does it mean anything? You can sell your coin in a minute.
Yeah, as long as the token code is as loose as it is, chasing anti-rug pull mechanics we found is a losing. It's just way too loose. You can always there's a million different ways to skin a cat, and there's always ways. Ultimately, it comes down to trust. If you either trust the people behind it, a project, or you don't. So yeah, no, it is kind of madness.
It's crazy. It's what makes crypto so scary for a lot of people.
I mean, I trust us because fucking I know we started
This is our
this.
life. What
Yeah,
we
this is
do.
like this isn't a hobby.
And this is not our first company that we've been successful in.
But to those projects out there where there's no face, there's no
Yeah,
name,
those are scary.
and I'm not saying they do like a mask where they pretend to be Catwoman or some shit
Or
like
make
that.
crazy predictions about things that they have no
But
idea about.
but the thing is, a lot don't you have no idea who's behind them. It could be, you know, a neck beard in mom's basement.
Mhm.
It could be, you know, it could be anyone, and
Yeah,
and you have
especially how easy it is to copy and paste a crypto. You could have two dudes just sitting, dude, it'd be cool if we created our own crypto, dude. You know, and 30 minutes later they can have their crypto on and have people put money into it.
and they could be relegated as special, like memes.
Mhm.
Memes fly new. It's a copy and paste.
Mhm.
It's they didn't write anything. They copy and pasted and put it out. It's got a branding behind it, but it's not. There's nothing original. There's no line is original. Not one line written original.
It really doesn't even matter. Let them. You can actually have a good company with a copy and paste. You can create a good crypto with copy and paste.
There's a lot of some
It's-
copy artists.
It's about I hope they copy ours. It's about the companies behind it. It's about the people behind it, and do they have success? Have they done anything like this before? Are they real business? Are they business savvy? You know, that's what we do. We that's all we've ever done is create. We start a business and
I would
build
say
it.
if we have a problem, it's that we love making things too much.
Yeah, that's our problem. We have like we'll create something new, build it, and then we end up selling it and then creating something else because we don't want to do. We're halfway through our product and we're done. We're already designing our next product. That's what we normally do.
Yeah.
If you guys if you guys ever got a tour of our office, you'd see.
Yeah. Well, between like all the toys we have around here.
Yeah, a lot of toys.
The reality is with the hardest thing wasn't doing the GAN. The hardest thing was doing the upgrade. Well, was it the legacy or the upgrade token?
Honestly, it's the upgrade token.
With the minting,
Yeah, with the minting, that was hard.
really
That was
fucking
that
hard.
was not something I wanted to actually.
That was driving you nuts.
Yeah, I didn't want to do it. It's the math
You-
behind it. It's not the coding. It was one was testing, but it was the math behind it was crazy. We're not super mathematicians here. We're not like
I mean,
super
we're
genius.
decent,
Yeah,
but
Rob's probably better than I am at math. So he's actually way better. He could teach math.
once we got the right formula in there, it just started
Oh
working.
yeah, just no, everything we did. Oh,
So
wow, the current price is good.
yeah, I know. I know that you guys were asking. I typed out a bunch. If you haven't gone into Telegram and read what I typed out a lot. I try to give you guys as much info. We definitely do. I don't want you guys guessing at what's going on. And you know, there's people here that like trust me, Mario calls me every time that there's a sell. But at the end of the day, he's like, "Do we care about the cells right now?" And my answer to him was no. On one hand, if you bought in at $5.80, I'm like, you know, sucks. It's half its price right now. And then on the other hand, it's like if you bought in at $5.80, 6 months, a year from now, whether it's $5.80 or $3, you're guys gonna be like, it was a fucking great deal. Do I give a shit right now? I don't really. And just so you know, just so you know, I've pictured this as a cheap way. There's some people that got in right out the gate, and if you guys are one of them, congratulations, you got like a killer insane deal. You're buying at 20, 40, a buck. You fucking killed it, right? That's awesome. Depending on how fast you are hitting the button when it launched, kick ass. So there's some people that got in at that point and they're dumping, and and they can dump even if it's like $3. Why are they still selling? It's because they bought in so fucking cheap early on
Yeah, anything.
that it's all gravy to them.
Yeah.
So for my rationale is, let them dump his. I'm like, no, let them just fucking keep going, because I'd rather have them if their plan is to exit, and they want to exit because maybe they're salty over Crypto Batman that I called him Catwoman or some shit on here, or whatever. I don't fucking care. But if they want to sell, let them tank it right now. Now's the best time for them to fucking get out. Let them get out. And as they build momentum down and they're driving it down to $3, fucking good riddance. Congratulations to them. They made their money. Move on. Let's get them out cheap. When we release the GAN and we release the affiliate program, and now that we're gonna have the verified fucking contract, that fucking contract without any bugs in it, and I'm gonna be submitting us to some big stuff that I already have all dialed in. The new contract's hitting on some big stuff. The shit's gonna start to go fucking crazy. So right now, am I worried about the price? No, I'm like, let them fucking sell it down. Just get them out as cheap as we can if they're gonna go, because I don't want them cashing out at 20. They want out now with their mindset. This, if I let it go to 20 right now and we release this, I'm like, I want every Anubit they want to sell, I want them to sell it.
Yeah.
So I don't want them to dump it in one like hunk because it's fucked up, but I want them every day chiseling away, getting out as cheap as possible. So
Somebody sold their children.
let me read. So long. Hey, that's the thing though. If you're wondering if we're panicked about the price,
No.
like I'm not at all. I see this as a godsend. I see this something as
Our long-term holders will be eating Lambo flakes for breakfast.
yeah.
So-
I'm surprised. Catwoman, ha ha ha. I'm looking to do a big buy button before the again button. Am I better to get that in before the pause or after, or don't matter? The second we unpause on the on the new one, that's when I would do. That's when I would do your buy.
We're going to announce it on the stream, so anyone listening to the stream is going to get probably.
I'm gonna let you guys know, Kitson, and I'm gonna in Telegram and in the stream. I'm gonna let you guys know right away. It's unpaused. If you want to buy, go. And we're gonna be once that happens, that means Lola's connected, the new coin's verified and launched, everything. When I say it's unpaused, it's unpaused. The last thing that we have to do after we get it unpaused is you're gonna hook the authorized ZPS to start accepting GANs. From there, we're still not going to publish the GAN to the website yet. We're keeping it as a link that we have access to that I'm going to provide. Now here's the way I have to word this, because this is where we got to be careful. I am not doing that to give a select group of people early access. I am going to do that because we want to do some small testing with a select group of people to ensure that it's ready for the general market. So a select group of people, a la you guys, can it's only going to be U.S. So I'm sorry for those that are not based out of the U.S. But for a select group of people, you will be able to test out the GAN and use the GAN before the general market. As soon as you guys say, "Hey," and I've got some other testers too. As soon as you guys say, "Hey, I think it's ready for the general market,"
It didn't crash.
then we'll be publishing the visible link to the website where people can tunnel in and it'll be something that they can see and use. Till then, it'll be hidden. You'll have to have a link distributed by us in order to even access the feature. So that's the plan. After that, after you guys say, "I tested it and it rocks," or I hope you guys come back and say, "I tested it rocks, but here's a suggestion." And before we release it to the general public, if you find typos, spelling errors,
And someone might have some weird quirk or something. We tested here internally on several machines and Macs, PC. Somebody might have some offbeat deal that they're working with.
Android, Mac, PC, iPhone, those are the big ones, but there's a bunch of models. And I can tell you, even iPhones, we've had to debug on multiple iPhone models. When we're doing this, it's like, because it's a fucking debugging for all these different systems is a pain. And making
Yeah.
sure that as you go from the PC layout does it much more horizontal, and then when you're on the phone, it lays things out much more vertical, and it's fully dynamic. It's wonderful, but it's a chore. Don't want to miss the current price. Throw your whole paycheck. That's what I did. My kids have been eating rations since launch, bro. Everything in, yeah. Omar just laughed. You see when burst out. He cracked. I sold mine. My child services. Kids are overrated anyways.
Yeah.
They stole your life.
What did you say the other day when you went to the store or something?
Okay, so it was quite a good time. So I went to should I name him by name? I went to a popular Chinese food, fast food type restaurant that is names themselves out of a black and white bear. All right. So with that said, they asked me at the checkout. We have a local hospital. It's a children's hospital here. It's called Valley Children's Hospital. And at checkout, she's like, "Well, do you want to donate $1 to Valley Children's Hospital?" And I said, "Oh, I don't even like kids." And so, of course, the person I'm with cringed, just went like, oh my god, he just said that out loud, oh my fucking god. And I was like, whatever. And so, but the person behind the register, she says, "Yeah, I don't like him either." Like, oh my gosh. I said it perfect, but they were serious. I was like, "Ooh, shit. You felt some darkness in you." But yeah, I thought it was funny. So, okay, our current holding rewards being counted for these current sales. Yeah, you guys are getting. Here's the thing. I'm not gonna. What do they call that? I'm not gonna polish a turd. I'm not gonna sugarcoat everything. I think you guys are adults. Volume's fucking low. So your holders rewards is based on. It's actually based on selling volume since there's no buy fee.
No buy.
So when sells, you get holders reward. So you're going to see a bunch of people buying. You're not going to get holders rewards for those. Then you're going to see people selling and buying and selling. On the selling side of the spectrum is where you get your holders reward. So if, let's say the price stays the same and you have a ton of volume, that means you have a ton of buys and a ton of sells. And if the price is staying the same, it means they're about 50-50, give or take, right? Not perfect math, but let's just, let's say they are. When there's sells happening, you get your holders reward. As we get our volume up, holders reward is going to be a factor. As we build the ecosystem, we could have built the ecosystem so that everything is considered a buy as it goes from customer to merchant to us to customer merchant, right? As things flow around in the ecosystem, it could have been counted as buys. We counted it as it sells. So as Anubit flows through the ecosystem, since it's always considered a sell, there will always be a reflection on the whole process. So we built it that way intentionally. The reality is we don't make any money unless there's sells too. So I don't mind some sells. We like making a little bit of money as well. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so the that's kind of the way it works. Buys, there's no fee, therefore there's no reflection to distribute. Sells, there's a 1% fee and 15% of that is getting distributed. As volume goes up, you guys are going to see volume in buys and volume in sells. And as the ecosystem is launched, you're going to see all of those transactions are considered sells with full reflection. All right, so early in, which is wonderful to think about it, because as it goes around, it takes 1% with every time it exchanges wallets. The same coin can go around multiple times, and you're just taking your toll and getting your reflection every time. So that's kind of the beauty. Brilliant, thank you. Don't want to have B&B sitting in there. Hates the UK, Rob does. I believe that was said in Yoda speak.
That's Yoda speak.
Okay, UK is basically ready to go. And we don't have to do any localization for the verbiage.
Yeah.
It's just something that we
just have to change the name of color to spell different. C-O-U.
So you have to put a U in there, right? There's some words that are a little different. but at the end of the day, we're not trying to do two different versions of English.
Yeah.
It's we need to make sure with legal that we're in complete compliance. I personally want to make sure that I don't go to butt pound prison. So
No butt pounding, no prison for any of us.
no, I want to stay, and more importantly is financially.
You guys know where we live.
Yeah, financially, I want to make sure that we're doing everything right. Legal keeps us in line. We have to make sure that it's everything's smooth on a U.S. launch, and then we're going to start rolling out. And I think we're going to do like every week a new country that we launch in. So that's happening. It's happening.
It'll move fast.
So price won't pump to $10 an hour after unpause. That's good. No, not really till well, we do have.
Well, we do have some.
Okay, I don't want to say anything about where price will or won't go. But I will say that there's a lot of people excited to use the GAN as soon as, not as it's unpaused, but as soon as we do testing as well as release to the general public. There's going to be a lot of excitement around the GAN. You will have a window before you can expect a frenzy. So no more different devices that are tested.
More different devices.
Yes, the more different.
Yeah, we've launched several products that run on.
We're not rookies.
No, yeah, we buy and we have tons of stuff, and we do virtual tests, but most of the time there's nothing like testing on an actual device itself and holding it in your hand and playing with the interface. But yeah, we actually do. Someone mentioned kitchen sinks. We actually use kitchen sinks whenever we're ready.
we have one here just in case.
Yeah, we have one here.
But yeah, hardware. Well, I would say that we have a lot more Android hardware. Personally, we have a lot of like iPhones.
Yeah.
In fact, at this point, you're the last Android user here.
I don't use iPhone.
Everybody else has a different version of an iPhone, and trust me, we use all of them. But Android, you have an Android, but we also have probably 15 different Android devices with different specs and different things in house. Just because you have to have a really good testing bed for hardware, and this is not our first rodeo. So will GAN have a grocery or entertainment MCC so I can get cash back from my credit card? Okay, credit cards and the GAN are a big no-go. So the GAN takes debit card, it takes ACH from a bank, or we do have it set up to take buy now, pay later options. The ones we opted for are Klarna and Afterpay. So it will work for, those are the 4 methods that we have enabled right now. We have no plan to have anything to do with credit cards and crypto, only because it basically opens us up to get just get fucked. Yeah. Because at any point people can contest a credit card and say, oh, it was somebody else or this, even though they're vetted with full KYC, including selfie and everything like that. It won't matter. Credit cards they're wonderful. I have credit cards. Yeah. They're wonderful because they protect consumers. They're horrible for merchants because legitimate transactions can still be overturned as bullshit. And even for us, we've had customers that we've sold merchandise to for other businesses. Yeah. I'm talking the team has, not Anubit Coin, but the team on other projects where like $20,000 worth of stuff gets reversed with a merchant, even though they got the stuff and it works great. And it's like, what? How did we just lose $20,000?
Your burden to prove it. And you just spend your resources.
In crypto, yeah, we definitely will not be taking credit cards. Fuck credit cards. Okay. The fact that you can reverse it with very little, it being total bullshit where it was the person. And we have some of the venues that are going to be accepting our Anubit are excited about Anubit for that reason. Because like we have one that owns a nightclub right now. Mm-hmm. And his biggest complaint, he's like, I'll have all these fucking guys come in. They'll get $2,000-$3,000 worth of bottle service. Yeah. They'll get bottle service, It's fucking them. Well, got them on camera, got this, got that. They skip out, they pay it, they skip out and contest it a week later, and then boom, it's reversed. He's all, I'm out $3,000 of sale. He still has to pay the servers. He can't take that back. The server makes their tips. He's out everything. So he's not only, he has to front the money on the tip basically, and then eat the 3,000. So he's like, fuck credit cards. I can't wait to take Anubit.
Yeah.
Where that shit, no.
So next time one of your buddies is out there and you see him blowing, and you know he doesn't have that kind of money, but he's buying you and everybody drinks, he's probably going to contest it at the end of the night.
Yeah. He's putting up a show. So
Okay, I'm back. I just took a minute. So.
Fred.
Hey, Fred.
Fred. I shouldn't laugh that hard. I'm dying, dude. Angelina's in here very proud. She's like, dude, I'm turning red. Okay, so you always put the iPhone 11 newer required. Are we requiring? No, it works on the 8s.
It'll work on an 8. It'll
Yeah.
work down to probably
You got the 3GS. So get out of here. It's a 3. I swear it works great. In terms of the affiliate program, does that only work through the GAN, or will it work just inviting friends who already have wallets? Don't know if I missed this in a previous stream. No, it works with the GAN and only with the GAN. The affiliate program is not through Anubit. It is through ZPS. ZPS, you'll see a tab under when you make your ZPS account to buy Anubit.
initially it'll be disabled.
Yeah, it'll say coming soon, but you'll see a tab called affiliate, and it'll just say coming soon. Once, what it does basically is it when you connect the affiliates section, you say, you go to it and you basically connect your wallet. It's going to check to make sure your wallet has Anubit in it. If so, either you've already purchased, you got some through Pancake Swap, you use the GAN button to get Anubit. But once you have Anubit in that connected wallet, and obviously you have to be the owner of the wallet to connect it. You can't connect a stranger's wallet. We literally do a lookup. We say, okay, do you have Anubit? If you do, then you can, well, either way you can click the buttons. So you can share on Facebook, Instagram, you can share on all the social media. And it has a chance to create this like viral movement, like, hey, check out some
Dynatac. Jesus.
Dynatac 8000. So
Jesus.
basically you share on social media, and then as people go in and register for account and the purchases they make through the GAN, you get an automatic submitted to that wallet that you verified with. You get automatically distributed 10% bonus coin of Anubit of whatever they purchased. So that happens seamlessly. Now, let's say that that you share the links, but you don't have any Anubit. When we do the wallet lookup, you can still share it, but we're not paying out. You have to be a holder if we're going to pay out bonus coin. So you have to have at least some Anubit in that account.
Can't come to the party if you don't have any beer.
Yeah. Bring BYOB. So that way, like, we were weighing that. We're like, well, we do want to spread the viral thing. We love the idea of it going viral and spreading, but we want to make sure that the best people referring people have to have coin. Now you can't. They would be smart to at least purchase some, so that if they're going to refer people, they have some. Otherwise, why are they referring people? They're just shilling at that point. So we don't really want shills. We want
Ooh, Nokia 3310. That's an old one.
So let me get us just inviting chargebacks. That's fucked up. I'm getting so many ideas right now. You're a good audience. Fred, flip phone razor. We're trying to convince him to get the
I want to get the flip phone, the new Samsung.
He wants the flip, but he gets the fold for free.
Yeah.
So we're trying to upgrade him into a Fold. He's using, dude, your phone's like dated
I have
now.
an S9.
He has an S9. That's
brand
like
new.
a
That's
dinosaur.
No,
That's
S9 is
fossil
like the latest
fuel.
technology.
Grind it up and put it in your lawnmower.
It's in perfect condition.
Run
It
your
looks like it just came out the box, and it's like, who knows what, 4 years old.
and when you type stuff in it, it lags and shit. No.
That's because of built-in.
All right. So will my BlackBerry Storm work with GAN? Wow, Fred. Can I use my Motorola?
That
Is
old.
bonus coin the same as normal coin as our conditions? No, no conditions. It's the same as normal coin. I just say bonus coin because it's just Nubit. It's whatever they purchase. 10% is so they do the way our GAN works is it'll process their transaction. And then it does a wait, was there an affiliate for this? An affiliate referral? Oh, great, there was. It looks like Roger gets 10% and it calculates and sends 10% to you. So
And you'll be able to look at how much you're
yeah, under
pulling
the
in
affiliate
under the affiliate tab on ZPS Pay.
I think we're doing a nickname system, so it'll show like Lena the Pirate earned you 10 Anubit
Yeah.
through their purchase. So
People are so excited about that. I've talked to several people and they're like, "What?" And they're like, "Yeah."
dude, because
That's
the fact that and we can do it internationally because I mean the reality is they can once we start rolling out to all these different countries, it's gonna hit. So it's unlocked. Yeah, there's no locked
No,
wallet
he's talking
with
about
it.
that. He's talking about the 3310 TA. That's a little phone, and those things still work on the current networks. I think they work on the CDMA network. It's crazy.
So let's answer Kitson's. So just to be clear, if I've got friends who already have crypto wallets with assets, they can use the GAN and purchase it into their current wallets, and that counts as yes.
Yeah.
So let's be clear on which wallets are.
Any wallet address will work, but
It likes working with MetaMask and Trust Wallet.
Yeah. Trust Wallet and MetaMask will have the most seamless user experience, and that's only designed in a way so new users, people who don't know anything about crypto, who don't know anything about wallets, can use those two, and they can have a nice customer flow. But you can use any wallet you want as long as it's within the network.
MetaMask is kind of the I like Trust Wallet honestly better than MetaMask for mobile devices.
Yeah.
But obviously, Trust Wallet doesn't have anything for desktop though, and so we wanted a platform. So I would say MetaMask kind of takes the cake because it has desktop. It works it works seamlessly.
Yeah.
On whether it's mobile or desktop, it's freaking wonderful. For mobile though, Trust Wallets is pretty freaking legit. DeFi wallets is the primary focus. We're directing most people to MetaMask.
Yeah.
To set up
they
a
can
MetaMask.
go from there to any wallet they want.
Yeah. So honestly, you guys are gonna freaking love it. It's done, and what's the style is called a wizard. So you log in. The first thing it does is it says verify, right? So you click verify. It says scan your license front and back. You got to do that shit. Take a selfie, submit, right? It does an analysis to verify and face recognition, all that kind of nonsense to your ID, making sure that you're not. It does a fraud check, does
Who
everything.
you say you are.
For Anubis kind of takes over and does so we use Stripe for the gathering and we use Anubis ID for the verification. From there later then it takes it on and it says, and it's all part of the same set like initial setup with wizard, and then it says okay, connect your wallet. So if you don't have a MetaMask, it prompts okay, no MetaMask is detected on your device, whether it's handheld or desktop, right? And then you download and you do your setup, and then it comes right back and it says, okay, now we see that there's a now we see that there's a wallet connected. Now we want you to import your blockchain, and so you click a button and it pops up and it says authorize us to add a network to your device. You'll hit yes, and then it says switch to that network. You hit yes, and now it's auto-loaded the Binance Smart Chain mainnet. And then it prompts to the next step. Step 5. Yeah, 5. And then it says add a new bit. You hit add a new bit, and then the what's up?
Do you need it?
Oh,
I mean, no, not right now.
Yeah.
It's fine. Your mic's on. I don't want you guys. If he goes in the shitter, I don't want you guys to hear that. So you hit add a new bit. I don't know if you can get that, but you hit add a new bit, and it auto loads the Anubit token, the custom token on the device, whether it's handheld or PC. And then it takes you the last thing. It says, ID verification and wallet setup complete. Go to dashboard. You go to your dashboard, and that's where you're unloaded to the centralized dashboard, where there's a get a new bit now button. You'll see the affiliate link. You'll see there's a settings tab, and there's your purchase history tab, and there's all that kind of info there, and some of those have coming soon. So, but let's say you click, now that you've done your verification, you click get a new bit now, and it takes you to a simple thing. It says it already knows your wallet. And then there's a drop down. You get to choose on your wallet. You might have one address, or you might have multiple, like they call them addresses, but like sub wallets. You can create more, right, underneath your wallet. So you verify which wallet address you want it to go into with a drop down, and then you hit next, and then you select. It defaults to $50. That's our minimum purchase. And if you can obviously up that or go more, and then it tells you how many Anubits you get. And you're like, hey, I want $1,000 worth, and it auto calculates and tells you how many Anubit you're gonna get, and you hit next, and then you from there you confirm. Okay, all the info looks good. Here's my total in. Here's my fees. And here's how many Anubits I can expect to receive. And then you click a button that says like select payment method, and then that's when you see like debit card, ACH, Klarna, Afterpay, and you choose which tab you want to go to, and you enter in the information for payment. Hit submit, processes the transaction. After that, it goes to a final page giving you basically a receipt telling you how many it sent you. And you can see the coin goes straight to your wallet after payment is authorized. So it goes instantly. There's no, it's fast. It's within seconds. So the whole thing takes like, I don't know, 10 minutes or less for account setup to coin in your wallet. So, all right. So that's pretty cool. I have MetaMask, so it should be smooth. Great, cheers. Come on in, sit down. You don't need your thing. This is on. When affiliate again hits UK, I'm going to work, dude. I'm telling you, that's something. That's why we didn't know what to expect. We just come up with harebrained ideas, and it's like, well, what if? And yeah, the affiliate program is going to rock it. It's going to rock it on a personal level. It's also going to rock with influencers, because influencers always see opportunity for money, and some of them tend to be a bit like streetwalkers, in the sense that they're, I don't want to say, yeah, Theo's looking at me like, did you say streetwalkers? I don't want to call them the WH word, but they definitely they see an opportunity to make money, and they're going to jump on it. And so I think they're going to promote very heavily, because for the first time, like very directly, the more they promote, the more they benefit. And I think that makes us pretty unique right now. No other coin can really do that, because they all have to flow through exchanges. Might earn enough to buy the kids back. That's a good goal.
Yeah. You got to get them back at least one point or another.
Roadmap states influencer marketing blitz before the GAN. No, the roadmap is outdated. Honestly, Tanya's been hard at work doing something. What the fuck is she doing? No, I'm just kidding. She's been like killing it with redesigning UI stuff. She's been working on website stuff. She's been focused on heavily getting us ahead of the game on the upcoming ecosystem. She is in charge of designing the complete, not the flow or the architect, but she's designing the UI for both the merchant, consumer, and admin portal for the up and coming ecosystem. So Tanya is like not updating our website like you would expect, because she's killing it on those fronts, and getting those done is probably John Nick. Okay, so it would be great to get a live run through
Yeah,
of
that's
the
a good idea.
process when up and running, so we
Yeah.
can see the firsthand. Makes it easier to explain.
Yeah.
Help with affiliates if necessary. The fact influencers need to buy Anubit in order to gain from the affiliate is a great thing. There was meeting on just that. Like literally, should we require that they hold at least some in order to get the paid out, what I've dubbed the bonus coin, but the affiliate referral coin? Should it's just a new bit, but to even qualify for the system to distribute it, should they hold some? And we landed on yes. But another factor is the reality is we can't have them pushing a bunch of people to set up an account and verify without making a purchase, because we literally are upside down on every single account that's created. It ends up costing a new bit about $2. No, ZPS. It costs ZPS. For every new account made, it costs $2 before they've even made a purchase. So to do for AML and KYC and everything like that, and that's with using our own systems, it would be even more expensive. But yeah, it's pretty. If we had a bunch of people coming in and creating accounts without purchasing, yeah, it would be, it starts off as a loss until a purchase is made. So I don't even want to think about that. But if people have gone through the trouble of verifying and everything in their account, they're gonna make a purchase. So see it first. So yeah, I'll do a stream and I'll show it before we release it publicly.
Yeah. We'll do a screenshot.
Yeah.
Run through the whole process. Of
I'll
purchasing.
purchase some more myself. The factor influencers need to buy Anubit in order to gain. She's busy with her own show. RFL, haha, ruthless. All jokes aside, super excited. We are too. All these things. Okay, so I want to give a little perspective between, because some people are like, you guys take too long to develop, and I'm like, don't even get me started. Watched a video on. I'm gonna talk. I uploaded a meme that you may or may not have made.
Which one?
The dude, where's my pulse chain?
What did you guys? Oh, that one.
With Richard, I said Richard Puckhart, but Richard Hart. So yeah, pulse chain. I know that there's like Twitter posts and things like that, videos made back in October of last year, a year ago, saying it's launching right now. And here it is. It hasn't even launched. We watched a video that aired as of like a couple days ago. And this video is Richard Hart, and he's like, yeah, now that Ethereum 2.0 is happening, now we can maybe get our consensus models dialed in, and it paves the road. And really, and I'm like, okay, first off, people sacrificed, and I say sacrifice, people sent him $1 billion worth of crypto. They, quote, sacrificed it to him. He's bragging about, he's like, I got 6 cars and I like to just flex on people. I don't even drive them. Yeah. And I got, Rolls Royce, and I got the new Rolls, and like, I like making people that think they're better than me chauffeur, or like, I don't know what he's saying, but he starts saying that shit, and I'm like, oh my god, he needs to be beaten. But that's just me. So he's Omar said, what was it, a couple months ago? You're like, what's happening? The reason why Pulse Chain isn't out yet is because Richard Hart didn't do shit with people's money. He's just waiting for Ethereum merge to happen, and then so that he can fork off Ethereum 2.0. And he's waiting for their consensus mechanism so he can just rip it off. Now, you would think that someone got $1 billion could literally
Build your own.
build your own.
Build your
Why
own.
don't you freaking use your brain? You're so smart, and you know what you're doing, and you're the king of crypto. Build your fucking own. What he's built is a brand, and he's gonna just fork So he's been waiting to fork. So now that they're done with Ethereum, he's probably going to wait till they start sharding. I don't want to do it now because then I want to know how to do their sharding stuff. It's sharding with a D, not with a T. There's an important distinction. One of them is producing new shards that increase your throughput. The other is throughput of mist through your underwear. So sharding. I know it's tricky. It got me several times.
Yeah, Rob comes out of the bathroom one time.
Damn, sharding got me.
Oh, yeah.
So, but Richard Hart, if he doesn't release Pulse Chain in the next like week, then he's waiting for sharding so that he could copy that too. Which, because by copying and forking off of that, he doesn't need to spend $1 billion
So he already spent on Lambos.
You know how many Lambos I had to buy? God, I ran out of the world's out of giant diamonds.
Yeah. So
I was gonna get a new Rolex, but I realized I had everyone.
That was my theory early on because I mean it just would make more sense. Like, okay, I just took $1 billion. Why am I going to use my $1 billion to? I could just use somebody else's and do a quick fork that'll cost me $250,000, and they don't know peons, you know.
I will say this: if you can't see him to see what a giant douche he is, if you can't see him and you hear him until he gets to the whole flexing,
he actually comes off as a pretty smart dude until
sounds great.
I mean, he knows what he's talking about on certain things. I mean,
he does. I'm not gonna lie.
He knows the industry really well, but as soon as he starts that shit spews out of his mouth, it's just
the verbal diarrhea.
It makes you just dislike him. And I know some people are like, ooh, they're all got hearts flying out of their eyes when he starts talking about flexing. But
we know people like that.
Yeah.
Good people that we love.
Yeah.
But they have this blind spot. They go nuts over Richard Hart, and I'm like, he's not a prophet. He knows some things. He's not stupid. He says some stuff that I say. I'm like, oh,
I don't need to buy a Lamborghini or anything. If you know what make me happy? If people holders send us pictures of their Lamborghinis.
That's why
I'll be like, cool, you know, that's my reward.
I don't. My fat ass won't fit.
Yeah.
It'll hug me. I'm like, this is uncomfortable.
The Lamborghini seat is only about that wide, and some of the higher end ones have these flaps that come over you.
They
well, yeah, when you're turning corners, it'll.
How does it compare? You've Lamborghini, McLaren.
McLarens are small. I mean, you would never.
Peter's McLaren is tiny.
McLarens are really small. You get into if you're someone like Rob will look like a beast in that thing.
I don't need to do that.
You know.
I don't even want to do like a Corvette or anything. I don't like those either.
A Corvette.
That's
Corvette says you're over 40 and
the midlife crisis car.
Midlife crisis car for sure.
It's either that or a motorcycle. So.
Yeah. You know what's badass? Electric Hummer, the new Hummer.
Yeah, I could do that.
I wouldn't buy one for myself.
Oh my god! See a guy get out, a big guy get out. That's a really nice way to say fat guy. Big guy get out of Lambo, and the door got stuck on his boob. Oh. Rip my nipple ring out. I just want my Civic.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the Civic.
Nothing wrong. It's like it's like a Lambo. That isn't a Lambo in any way, shape, or form
it's
whatsoever.
Not a Lambo. That's what it is.
Yeah. What do you drive? Not a Lambo.
My other car is not a Lambo.
I actually want a Kia.
Yeah.
The girls,
at my age,
super
care about a car.
So all right. So here's the thing. We're going to. I've stolen an hour of his day. But communication is important. I know we haven't really communicated in a week. We've got a lot of work done. We're ready to get going. So the idea is we're going to reach out to the other devs, make sure that they are on track to be here in person.
We got to have Adrian here for sure tomorrow.
Yeah, Adrian's really important.
Yeah, for sure.
$6,000 worth of performance parts.
Yep, for sure. Because the weight, everything. I mean, a Tesla can beat a Lambo. Not on the long run.
No, I mean, because top speed wise.
Yeah, top speed.
But out the gate, for sure, right? Well, it's because Tesla's all torque.
Yeah.
Okay, So we're going to make sure that everybody's on track for tomorrow's swap over. It will be swappy, pause, worky. As soon as we hit pause and unpause, I will make sure we are on par with communication. As soon as Lola is connected and we're unpaused and everything's up working, then the next step could take 10 minutes. What's the prognosis? How long do you think it'll take after we hit unpause to get the GAN not published to the website, but just with a hyperlink that I can send out to?
I mean, if we do enough testing today, we should be able to, and we feel good.
No, time span after we
Are you
unpause
talking
tomorrow,
about-
within an hour, 2 hours.
Oh, after we do the airdrops and everything?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Unpause. I mean, the airdrops are done,
Yeah,
liquidity
I
transfer.
would say a couple of hours, and I don't want to rush anything.
That gives.
That's how you make mistakes.
Kitson, that gives you a window if you're coordinating with us tomorrow. That gives you a window to do whatever you want to do before. Even if it's in a test environment, I say that very loosely. It will be on live. It means that we've done our in-house polishing testing. This is just refinements for intuitiveness or comfort or the button, I don't like the color. It won't be a test for functionality. Functionality is working. So here's the thing you got to remember. When people even do tests on the GAN, all of those are going to push B&B into the liquidity pool and pull Anubits out, driving up the price. So when I say test, don't think that means that that's not going to have, anyone testing is going to have price impact on the coin. Once the button's out, all transactions that come through the GAN will be pushing the price up. And I'm telling you right now, Lola is throttled and ready to go for the price to go up. She's letting the price go up, and she's letting 75% of all sales right now go into liquidity. So it's basically hedging against all these guys cheeseburgering the price right now. She's only doing she set it like 25%. We might set it lower if we override her, but right now she's set there. We're like, leave her alone. She's okay there. I think the lowest I've ever seen her go was 15, but and on the highest I've seen her go was 99. So she's can do whatever she wants. She's comfortable. We're comfortable. I'm gonna turn in 2 weeks. I love it, Fred. So long as I can afford a GTR, 2 weeks notice, that's generous. Your job won't give you 2 weeks notice on termination. These guys smart.
Lola is, I don't know if she's hot. She runs hot, but
Yeah,
she's hot.
She's got her own whole system.
Yeah, she's got a lot
She
of
doesn't
fans.
share rack space.
No.
No, she's dedicated.
Fat.
Yeah.
She's got a, like,
She's a badass bitch.
we have to cool the room she's in. That's how hot she is.
I'm UK, so I might get in and get it done here tomorrow morning, so that all my tokens will be ready to be airdropped. Steamy again sends you a receipt for your purchase. It does. You can get her wet, laugh my ass off. Yeah, it does. It sends you is it an email receipt, or are we doing it all in the dashboard?
We're going to do email for now. So
Email receipt, and then you'll have
you have your dash.
I don't even think we have the purchase history dialed in yet, but that'll be added in.
Yeah, it's good. You'll have at the dash. You'll have a transaction history. You'll be able to press that and get your receipt from there also.
So
that'll be like a few days afterwards.
yeah, less urgent than getting it out there, but the affiliate, some of the little fluffy features inside of it, like purchase history is coming in there. There's some settings, like I think we have only dark and light mode now, but I think you're going to go.
We're going light mode.
They're taking dark mode out, so they're stripping out that feature, but it was kind of dynamic for both. But there was a reset bug when you switched, it like reset some things. So we're like, fuck that, just leave it on light mode. Other than that, guys, we're expect a new contract as early as tomorrow morning, and
verified out the door contract.
we will not be pushing out a new contract, though. We can push one out and verify it. We won't be doing the pause and unpause until the moment when I make sure all devs are on site, so that 100 messages with until everyone's on site, so that they can troubleshoot in person. And then we'll be doing the pause with the airdrops and the liquidity swap, and then the unpause. So other than that, guys, I wanted to keep you guys in the loop. You plus dark mode equals good
I
time.
prefer dark mode on all my stuff.
Why are we going with light mode then?
I just because some of the components that we're using in order not to have to mod them and build them.
They
ourselves,
look just,
they look
they're plug
better.
and play.
Yeah, they're plug and play. We're able to.
And ZPS, if you go to the website zpspay.com, it looks white
We want it
already.
to remain consistent. We don't want to go from Anubit being a dark mode site to a light mode site, then back to once you register, it was going to be a dark mode site. So that was kind of
Jumping all
It
around.
makes people feel uncomfortable.
So it's hot in here. Why is it so muggy in here? That's the lights. Is it the lights?
I'm not hot.
Well, you're a lizard. You don't count.
Doesn't bother me. I like this is perfect weather for me.
So I do want to take a moment and thank you guys. Number one, for your patience. Number two, for believing us, getting in early, being with us from the beginning. As much as there's some people that got in early and are getting out, those of you who are in early, and I know everybody in this room is a holder, you're in early. I can't wait for you guys to send us Lamborghini pictures or whatever stuff. For those that want flashy stuff, get your flashy stuff.
Yeah.
For those that just are like, hey, I just want,
About a new hat.
if you want a new hat, get a new hat. So, the stuff we're doing now isn't we're not doing things for Lambos and bullshit like that. But we do this because we love it. But a byproduct of doing something you love and investing in things that have the potential to grow huge is you have a huge upside. With the Nubit, all of you guys are going to be very happy. We have a really good roadmap ahead of us, even if the website isn't updated. You guys can be very happy. We talked to some other vendors about we hadn't talked to anyone in a couple weeks or a month on the merchant side of the spectrum, and we had some conversations, and it was just still all yes.
Yeah.
Everybody's excited. None of these places
There's
are
none
being
of those.
served by crypto right now, and they're all on board to receive crypto. 2024 probably
Predictions?
18 months from now. You want to know where I want our coin to be price wise in 18 months? Is $400. That's where I want it to be, and that's where Lola is going to be conditioned to let things go to by 18 months. But I'm going to tell you right now, that's not overnight. And the other thing I'm going to tell you is the growth is not if you're expecting it to be just a steady curve, like a straight line, it's not. It's like that at the end with how this is going to take off. A lot of things need to synergize in order for them to start stacking upon themselves and building momentum on themselves. As much as the market should be seeing the low and buying in there and then watching things go up, people are, when they see things going up, that's when they jump on board. So that's just, I don't understand why the brain works like that, but when people it's like this impulse. People see right now, people are jumping into XRP now that it's at like 47 cents or something like that. I'm like, wait, so it's driving crazy volume. But I'm like, and it's still not going up. I think it peaked and now it's going back down. But people see things going up and they chase it, and so that's going to work to our advantage as these things start hitting. It's going to work to our advantage in a way that you guys are going to be like floored. You're going to be like,
Yeah.
it's going to happen quick.
And the drive for it's going to be because you're going to be walking down the street and you see ice cream stand or ice cream store, and you look at the door, and on the door you see, we accept Anubits.
Anubit's going to be accepted by vendors you're like,
Yeah, like, oh wait,
Wow.
and, you're in New York, or you're in
taco truck in New York is going to
you're
be
in London,
accepting.
you're walking down, and you can buy some tea with Anubits. That's what's
Do
going to
they drink tea in London? No, I'm just kidding. You guys love tea, like the girls here love Starbucks. You guys love tea.
tea. That's crazy.
Girls
Girls here love
need
something.
some stickers with QR codes. Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we got that coming.
Yeah, honestly, QR codes are a key way that Anubit transactions happen on the POS. You either turn on the app or even just turn on your camera and it'll load the app and load the transaction. It's incredibly simple to pay with Anubit. We are Yeah, we got it dialed in. And your ZPS account that you make with the GAN is going to be the same account that works for the consumer app on the for the ecosystem. The login credentials would be identical.
Yeah, you don't have to do it over again.
Yep.
Just log into your app. When the app comes out, use the same credentials, and you're good.
Drink. T is the one. Sticker on every mailbox. You're like, what is this Anubit? Yeah, you'll give us a bad name. They'll be like, and Anubit has been fined. Well, see that's the thing is, will you post Anubit or will they be posting ZPS?
We'll be posting ZPS.
Because technically Anubit can't do anything to promote the coin.
Anubit cannot promote Anubit.
Anubit can't. We can't. Anubit in-house cannot do anything to promote the utility. What we can do is we have agreed with ZPS to let them use our currency for transactions. That is our role. And
So
ZPS will be
can
putting in
promote.
some work.
And ZPS can promote it, and they can push it.
ZPS
can really
I have a good feeling that ZPS is going to be heavily promoting Anubit.
big time.
Just call me crazy. I think that's going to happen.
What's Anubit at the Super Bowl?
I think crypto.com, I'm pretty sure Matt Damon did that.
And it failed.
Yeah, no, like people mock him, dude.
Damon, who
Dude,
takes
he's
the
like-
players? What is? I mean, like
Future favors the bold.
Matt Damon is
We
good.
do need a tagline like
Matt
that.
Damon's good at making movies where he looks confused. That's it. Like, what? What's going on? Where am I?
You know, I can't shit on Matt Damon. Good Will Hunting was awesome. All right, we're gonna go because that's a whole like sidebar conversation. Other than that, guys, thank you again. Brace yourself. Tomorrow's gonna be cray cray, and for now, unless I say differently, we are goof.